Miss Beth.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Ma'am Anne, for having me, and thank you to all your viewers who are tuned in. Salamat
Yes.
po.
Yes. Si Miss Beth po is in Manila, no, right now, and she is with Robinson's Land Corporation. Si Miss Beth po ang aking go-to when it comes to real estate. No? So napakaganda po na we get the chance to talk to her about it, no? Para ho sa ating mga katanungan natin, maganda po na professional ang ating kausap, no? So lahat naman ho tayo, alam naman natin that we need to invest, no? All of us needs to invest, all of us needs to get to that point na dapat magpalago tayo ng ating pera. So we have mga different options, no? We have different trades that we can go into, but the point po natin is when we get to real estate, if you are thinking about investing in real estate, there's always going to be a lot of questions. And sometimes we don't know how to navigate those questions, no? Hindi mo alam kung saan ka magsisimula, hindi mo alam kung ikaw ba ay magkakaroon ng pagkakamali, no, sa mga desisyon mo o sa iyong mga options mo. So, dito ho natin sinasabi yung dapat ginagawa natin yung mga tamang kaalaman, no? Pag-research mo, due diligence in everything. And sometimes as well, while we are doing those due diligence, we come across yung mga reviews, no? Mga reviews sometimes that maybe, no, na napapaiba ang ating pag-iisip o ating decision because of some bad reviews sometimes. Or sometimes po ay opinion lamang yan ng isang tao, pero dahil ginagawa mo yung iyong pagre-research, medyo naiiba po ang ating pananaw, no? Just because of one person's opinion. So, dito po sa Kapihan, what we're trying to do ay we give you those opportunity to ask those questions. We give you the answers, no? Para hindi ka naman ho magkamali. Kasi just because of one person's view, one person's opinion, pwede po tayong magkamali na, oh, may mga iba dyan. Ganun pala ang problema pagdating sa real estate. May mga iba na magsasabing nahirapan sila sa kanilang process o kaya meron silang masamang mga nangyari sa kanila, no? So, ikaw naman na kailangan mong mag-invest, you're thinking of diversifying, and yet just because of a person's opinion, now you decide not to go through it. So, baka yan ang kailangan mo, no? Hindi natin alam kung ano ang iyong sitwasyon, but what if yan ang talagang kailangan mo? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very good opportunity for us to ask questions. And kung may mga nababasa kayo na mga reviews po na gusto nyong alamin kung ano ang sagot, anong pagkakamali nila, no? Na pwede ho natin na i-correct, then let's ask questions, no? So, ilagay nyo po sa ating comment box. Ayun, si UM. Finally, nakita ko. Right. Akala ko tinulugan na ako eh. Ha? UM. Akala ko tinulugan mo na ako. Hello. Hold on. Hindi kita marinig. Okay, there you go. UM. Hold on. Ayan. UM. Are you good? How come I can't hear you? Okay. I can't hear you. Hindi kita naririnig. Ayun. Ayun, yun.
Okay. Okay. Okay na.
Okay. Yes.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Wala pang backdrop. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
May nakasuot ako na.
Isa out. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ayun.
All
Good
right.
evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone.
Hello. So,
Ayun.
we have na Miss Beth with us. Hindi lang siya
Hello.
maka-open ng cam sa TikTok dahil wala pang enough followers, no? So,
Oh,
para po
okay.
sa lahat ng mga nandito ngayon, paki-follow po si Miss Beth. Para
Yes.
sa mga susunod
Class,
po natin.
please follow Miss Bibet. Yan.
Yes. So, kamusta naman dyan, Kamusta ang iyong travel?
Eto, chinito pa rin dahil hindi pa nakaka-adjust na. Ay, sorry, ano ba yun? Sorry. Hindi pa nakaka-adjust na. Konti na lang.
Konti na lang. Okay.
Oo.
Yeah, kasi nag-iba ng kanyang time zone.
Time,
No? From here to New York.
time zone. Oo.
Medyo hirap mag-switch ng ating ng ating oras. All right. So let us begin siguro no? Let's
Yeah.
give the floor to Miss Beth and
Okay.
para makapagsimula tayo dun sa ating mga katanungan natin. So Miss Beth, open ko muna po ang mag-mute, no? Kami muna ang mag-mute so that we don't get the people to yung mga anong tawag dun? Echo or something. All right, so you can unmute sa ating Zoom. Kasi baka tatlo yung you can. All right, sa Zoom, and I'm gonna unmute you as well sa ating. All right, you can you unmute yourself in TikTok as well. Oh, there you go. Yes, so now we can hear you. So can maybe I just mute myself. Hold on. Pasensyahan na po. Okay. Am I able to mute? Sa okay lang ako? Pwede ba ako mag-mute? I can't hear you. Pwede. Alright, sige. I'm giving you the floor, Miss Beth. If you can introduce muna yourself and yung iyong...
Nakamute ka, Ma'am Aan.
Well, they can hear me, I guess. They'll be able to hear me, right? Sa Zoom. Sa Zoom. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So, bigay ko muna yung floor sa'yo, Miss Beth. No? Let's talk about yourself muna. The company.
Okay. Thank you very much, Ma'am Aan, again for having me here. Hi, Uncle Mark, kamusta po? Okay, so please allow me to introduce myself po. My name is Bebeth Bernardino. I'm an international marketing manager of Robinsons Land Corporation, or RLC. I have over 20 years of sales experience with 13 years dedicated to the real estate industry po. I was able to recognize the opportunities in real estate. Kaya po nagsimula ako as real estate agent, manager, and investor na po ngayon. So, I'm no expert myself, pero I'll try to answer all your questions as much as I can po to the best of my ability based dun po sa mga personal experiences ko po as a seller and investor po.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Miss Beth. Let me just make this lower. All right. So, Miss Beth, siguro ang pinaka question natin dito, no, is pagdating ba sa real estate or pagdating sa investing in the Philippines, no, is it really good to put or start investing for novices, no, in like real estate kaagad, or yung mga nagsisimula pa lang, no, basically na medyo nakatapos na sila ng kanilang, nabawasan ng kanilang mga gastusin, no? And medyo may konting extra na to begin in real estate, would it be advisable for them to go into mga tipong bahay at lupa kaagad o magsimula sila sa mga condos? Kasi di ba parang iba ang market or iba ang way sa dalawa, or you know better?
Okay. Yes po. Pero syempre po, di ba, katulad ng tinuturo nyo po, Coach Aan, na kailangan mo na secure ka, you protect yourself before investing, venturing into real estate. Kasi mahalaga po yun, di ba? So sa real estate, is it a good investment? Yes, definitely po, it is a good investment po because nag-a-appreciate po ang value ng real estate over time. Kahit bumabagal po ang ekonomiya natin, maganda pa rin po ang appreciation in value ng real estate. In short, very resilient po ang property value, kaya safe investment po yung real estate. Unlike stocks or other capital market, na kapag may economic slowdown, pwede pong bumagsak ang value nito or worse, ma-wipe out po yung buong investment nyo. So sa real estate, kahit may crisis po, people will always need a home. And bukod po dito, sinasabi ko, pwede rin po kayong kumita sa rental income, which is a good source of passive income. Ngayon po, Ma'am Aan, if you are going to ask me, ano ba ang mas magandang, katulad po ng inas nyo kanina, ano mas maganda? Condo or house and lot? Am I right in understanding your question?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, condos offer convenience and security. Okay, condos are usually located in prime areas which are accessible to schools, malls, and offices. Dahil po dito, mas mabilis po siyang maparentahan sa mga students, office workers, and expats. Samantalang po, sa house and lot, karaniwan po for personal use. So families po yung nagre-rent. And hindi po siya kasing convenient ng condos in terms of accessibility. Sa business side naman po, mas malaki po ang earning potential ng condos because may captured market na po. Kumbaga, inaral na po ng developer yung location and yung demand bago po ito itayo. In terms of maintenance cost naman po, Ma'am Aano, mas maliit po ang maintenance cost sa condo compared to house and lot. And if you will just say, if you will go out of the country for work, for leisure po, you just lock your condo unit. Lock your condo unit and leave without any major concerns po. Or better yet, kung gusto nyo pong kumita while you are away, contact your broker para maparentahan po yung condo unit nyo.
Okay.
Pasensya na po, ang dami ko nasabi.
Oh, it's good, no? Kasi yun yung mga kailangan natin marinig eh. Maganda nga that you expound on all of this kasi there's a lot of people, especially the ones that are overseas, no? A lot of us were brought up na pag tayo ay nagkaroon na ng ating trabaho, no? O pag nagkaroon na tayo ng oportunidad na medyo capable ka na kumita, ang inuuna kasi natin na investment talaga ay yung magkaroon ng sarili mong tirahan. But there's a lot of people as well na yung kanilang mga inuuna ay syempre kung saan sila lumaki, no? Or kung saan sila yung kanilang roots basically. But then sometimes yung mga nakukuha nila, halimbawa bibilhin muna nila ang lupa. Bibilhin muna nila yung napakalaking lupa or something. And yet wala pa silang pera para magpagawa kaagad ng bahay doon. So minsan lupa lang ang nandoon. But they don't get to realize na syempre, di ba, ito ay binabayaran mo ng taxes. Napapatagal bago palagyan pa ng bahay dahil nag-iipon pa lang. So, yun yung gusto kong i-emphasize sa karamihan, no, na ang ating pong investment ay dapat kasi binabagayan. Maganda mag-invest sa real estate po. Maganda mag-invest na magkaroon ka ng sarili mong lupa. No? Marami kang pwedeng gawin sa lupa as opposed to just having a condo. But yung point po doon is, ano ba yung kailangan mo ngayon? Ano ba yung kakayahan mo ngayon? So, ladies and gentlemen, ito ho ang rason kung bakit natin sinasabi na sa IMG, we really teach yung pagbibuild mo ng solid financial foundation, no? Para yung tamang hagdan ng pagpapalago ng iyong pera ay angkop doon sa ating pangangailangan, sa ating pong kakayahan natin. And yung sa pagdating po sa real estate, I have seen this. Ako, galing ako sa Aklan, no? And marami ho kasi na yung kanilang mga livelihood in Aklan ay naging mga seaman, no? Mga seafarers, mga nurses. And malaki ang mga sweldo ng mga yan. Nasa ibang bansa, no? Malaki ang mga sweldo. They will buy yung mga lupa, paggagawa ng mga mansyon nila, and yet, wala naman sila doon. Hindi naman sila nakatira doon. Sometimes, by the time that they would actually, go back to the Philippines and retire, or they would not really retire, but then they would have the time na nandoon na sila sa bahay nila, by then, kailangan na ipaayos. So, doble ang gastos mo. Nag-invest ka na sa iyong bahay, mansyon na pinagawa mo, and then, eto ngayon, magpapaayos ka. So, sana binili mo na lang siya ng cash kung kailan ready ka na, di ba? Napalago mo na yung pera mo, and then, saka ka ngayon bumili ng iyong bahay o ng iyong condo or whatever, whichever that you would need then. So, yun yung gusto kong makita ng mga tao na meron ho kasing differences sa ating pagbili ng real estate. And ano yung option mo to make money? Having a real estate is not just to say na, meron akong bahay at lupa o meron akong kondo. Dapat ho, it's still working for you. No? Sabi nga po ni Miss Beth, just now, yung iyong kondo, pwede mo itong iparenta. No? And a lot of people actually buy condos so that they can rent it to make money. Di ba? But dahil maliit lang siya, or etong condo na ito, nasa isang building na you don't have to worry about the building, yung maintenance and all that stuff, madali mong i-maintain. No? You're only maintaining the interior part of your unit as opposed to having a house and lot. You have to maintain the entire thing. But when it comes ba dun sa maintenance, Miss Bebeth, this is a, yung sa building outside na yan, di ba? Yung sa HOA. Is it that?
Yes.
That's the thing?
Yes, sa mga common areas po, of course, yung condo corporation po, which is yung property management po yung nag-handle ng mga maintenance po ng common area. So you as a unit owner, you are paying homeowners association dues po, yung mga HOAs po na tinatawag natin para for the upkeep of the whole building. Sa sarili nyo naman pong unit, that is shouldered by the unit owner po. Kasi syempre po yung mga wear and tear, talaga pong sagot po siya ng unit owner, not the tenant. Unless intentionally sinira talaga ng tenant yung wall, intentional po. Of course, sagot po ni tenant yon, hindi po ni unit owner.
Okay. That's very good to know. So basically pala, ang dapat mong tingnan kung yung ikaw ay unit owner or bibili ka pa lang, you're thinking of buying a condo, is that you also have to look into the developer or the building itself, right? That you have to think about that. You have to consider those. And pag tinitingnan mo, meron bang alright, the very beginning siguro na itanong ko is, meron bang, what do you call this, yung tinatawag sa yung 50 years or something about the building or the unit? I know you heard about this, but I only see that sa mga reviews, no? Na hanggang 50 years lang daw ang isang unit or yung sa owner. Can you clarify that?
Okay, that's a good question po, Ma'am Aan. Actually, sa Robinsons Land Corporation po, perpetual po yung ownership natin. Meaning, hindi po siya kailangan ibalik sa developer. Yung po yung tinatawag natin na leasehold, na type of ownership na after 25 years, kailangan nyo po siya ibalik sa developer po. Usually po, may misconception po kasi, sa Philippines po kasi this is the life of a corporation, yung 50 years po. Okay? 50 years na pwede naman pong i-renew siya. Pero sa sa condominium po, hindi po siya na after 50 years, i-demolish na yung property mo, wala na lahat ng investment nyo. Kaya it is best that you choose the right developer where you can bank on yung structural integrity ng building po. So, para at least after 50 years, kung ibebenta man po yan at hindi na po habitable yung buong building, then as a unit owner, meron ka rin pong share dun sa pagbebenta nung lupa or nung property itself. Pero syempre po, after 50 years, no, Ma'am Aan, I'm sure nabawi nyo na po yung investment nyo.
Investment, yes. Yes. But yung sa so pagdating sa ganun, is it advisable na dapat ay i-insure mo ang iyong unit, just the inside of your unit for whatever it is that happened? But then, di ba, ang maintenance is on the building. So
Yeah,
do you
the
really
maintenance
need
is on the building. Depende po yan sa pagmamanage ng condo corporation po, ng property management, Ma'am Aan.
so that differs pala sa kung differs on
Yes.
different
If
developers.
you want to ensure yung kung ano po yung laman ng nasa condo unit nyo po, of course, you can insure it. I-apply nyo po siya ng insurance para at least in case of fire or anything that will happen to your unit, that's already secured po.
Okay. Yeah, kasi one of the things na lagi kong naririnig sa ating mga owners, no, or renters na basta nakatira sa building, actually per se, where kung saan ako nakatira ngayon, ang concern ko is yung medyo katangahan ng kapitbahay ko. Excuse me sa term. Kasi hindi mo kasi makokontrol eh. I mean, however safe you are in your unit, sa area mo, pero yung kapitbahay mo, aba, wall lang ang pagitan ninyo, di ba? So, yung katangahan niya, abay, damay ka doon. So, di ba, and on top of that, how am I gonna know kung paano niya nililinis yung unit niya? Kung madumi siya, and madadamay ako kasi critters crawl sa mga walls, but things like that. How do you like, deal with those things when they ask us?
Okay. That is the responsibility po of the property management po, ma'am. Kasi sila po talaga ang mag-ensure ng cleanliness, sanitation, ng buong building po. So, make sure that you invest in the right developer. Kasi syempre, yung may magandang record na isang developer, hindi naman po niya hahayaan na masira yung name niya just because of this. So, napakahalaga po na alam niyo po yung credibility ng isang kumpanya na pinag-i-investan nyo para at least po hindi po masayang yung perang ininvest nyo. Kasi syempre po, di ba, kapag ang property po mabilis masira, 2 years lang, ganito na itsura niya, parang ang hirap po mag-invest sa ganon. So, I always say to my clients that you always do your due diligence, as you said earlier, ma'am. Makita nyo po talaga yung development na ginawa ng isang developer po para for your security also na safe din po talaga yung investment nyo na hindi po siya agad-agad mapuput or vanish into thin air kasi because of the quality. The quality, the cleanliness, and everything that will make make or give you a very good living condition. Kasi usually, di ba, Ma'am Aan, yan naman po ang hinahanap ng mga tenants, yung maganda yung living condition, maganda yung amenities, safe and secure. So, make sure that you do your own research pagdating sa pagpili ng tamang developer.
Yes, no. So napakarami yatang developers in the Philippines, right?
Yes, yes.
So
Opo,
marami
totoo
kang
po yun.
dapat gawin. But then typically in the Philippines, 'di ba? Uncle Mark, 'di ba in the Philippines, depende sa kung anong location ang pipiliin mo, I guess, doon ka maghahanap kung sino ang developers in that area. That basically as 'di ba? Uncle Mark, ganun ang ating ano? I can't hear you. Nakamute ka ba? O baka yung mic lang. We can't hear you.
Wala pa rin.
Ayun, yun. Yes.
Okay. Actually, ano rin marami na rin kung saan-saan na rin kahit sa provinces. I mean, yung Tagaytay, Baguio, marami na rin. Iba't ibang ano.
Yung mga...
Same developer, kumbaga, marami na rin silang kung saan-saan na rin sila.
Okay. Yeah. May mga question ka ba, Uncle Mark, with Miss Bebel? Mark.
Hindi. Paano ba yun? Sino ang... Actually, may qualifications yata yan, di ba? In order to acquire a condo. Parang gano'n.
Oh, yeah. Miss Bebel,
Yeah.
that would be you to answer that.
Okay. To qualify, are you asking about, Uncle Mark, are you asking about yung sa bank mortgage po?
Nawawala na naman. I think it's the mic. Ayan. Nawala na naman. There.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay na? Ayun. Actually, maraming ways naman, di ba, to acquire condo. It's with a bank or Pag-ibig, mga gano'n.
Alright.
Tama po ba?
Yeah.
Hello?
To qualify for a loan, nag-echo po ako no?
I'm just gonna. Oh, there. Go ahead.
Okay.
How about now?
Hello?
Ba't ako nag-echo? Okay. Ako ang nag-echo. Uncle Mark, can you mute yourself? Nakamute ka ba? Saan ako nag-mute? How about now? Still? There's somewhere. May pagpasensya na po We're trying to figure this out. Okay. Mute on that one. Alam ko na. There. Okay, go ahead. On na lang kita sa kabila. On kita sa kabila.
Okay.
There you go.
Sorry, Ma'am Ann, ako pala yun. Ako pala yun, boss. Pasensya na po. Okay. To answer your question, to qualify for a bank loan po, your monthly gross income should be at least thrice your expected monthly bank mortgage po. So let's say for example, 20,000 pesos po yung monthly amortization niyo po sa bank. Your monthly income should be ranging from 90 to 100 pesos. So, 33% debt to income ratio po yung tinatawag doon. Some different banks offer require different debt to income ratio. So, it ranges from 33 to 35% debt to income ratio po. And of course, the borrower needs to submit proof of income like employment certificate, pay slips, and then if you are based here in the Philippines, of course, ITR po yan, or any equivalent dun po sa ibang bansa. And then you should be able to submit your marriage contract if you are married. And then kung yung spouse niyo po is working, you can also submit yung proof of income ni husband. In this way, pwede nyo pong i-combine yung income nyo as spouses. So, mas malaki po yung probability na ma-approve po kayo ng loan because combined income po kayo. And then, of course, yung mga valid IDs po. Ngayon, yung tanong po ni if kung gusto ni client ng pag-ibig, usually, yung pag-ibig financing po, I think yung mga socialized housing or kung talagang gusto po ng client na talagang mag-apply ng bank financing, ng pag-ibig financing, he or she can do that. But of course, siya na po yung magsasabit ng mga requirements po sa developer. Please ask your developer if that can be arranged since you are willing to do that po. Pero kung hindi po accredited ng pag-ibig, ng isang developer ang pag-ibig for this particular project, that won't be possible po.
Oh, so when, hold on. So, Miss Bebeth, can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So pag-ibig pala, that's separate. Hindi siya direct sa mga halimbawa, you as yung sa RLC. Let's just say I'm gonna sa RLC. Halimbawa, ang kanilang capability is mag-loan or something, ganun ba? Naglo-loan sa pag-ibig. That means na from the pag-ibig, kukuha muna sila ng loan and then go to you? Is that how it is?
Yeah. Opo, pwede po yun. Kasi if the buyer is willing to do that, na ako na kasi pag-ibig then consult your developer kasi meron pong nangyayari na ganon. Pero like for example, sa RLC po, yung mga projects namin like the Sapphire Block, like Sierra Valley Gardens, yan. Hindi po siya socialized housing. So, hindi po siya pwedeng i-apply yung remaining balance sa pag-ibig financing, only through bank financing. Pero, meron din naman po kaming projects, yung mga house and lot like ranging from 3 million na pwede po siyang i-apply sa sa pag-ibig financing. So, in this way, pwede pong matulungan ni RLC, these are the requirements, ito yung isa-submit mo, and you comply, and then si pag-ibig po ang mag-a-approve nung loan nyo po.
Okay. When you say socialized financing, is that what you said?
Socialized housing po.
Housing. What is that?
Socialized housing, this houses, this price point po ng mga houses na to range from usually 1 million to 1.5 million po. Yun po yung mga socialized housing po.
Okay. So that's not condos because
That's not condos, yes.
okay. So basically those are the ones, the housing na yung projects ng mga mismo direct from pag-ibig, or it can
Usually
be
mga row houses po.
row houses. Okay, so that's what you call. Sorry, hindi ko kasi alam kung ano yung tawag doon. Okay, that makes sense, no? But yung siguro again, it's a question of ano ba yung ating kakayahan, ano yung ating goal natin? Is it like a personal use mo, or is it like something that you're gonna rent? Kasi meron ako, Miss Bebeth, na mga nakakausap that they have the property and they wanted na may developer na papasok or sila mismo maghahanap ng kanilang mga mag-i-invest sa kanila. So for me, for example, eto may malaking lupa, i-develop nila ito. And then they're gonna sell it ng parang pre-selling din. What would be a difference to the one that me trying to buy sa ganon na developer as opposed to the ones that sa mga condos or sa bigger developers?
Okay, is that what you call condotel arrangement po ba yun, Ma'am Ann?
Hindi.
Or
Meron kasi, well, I'm not sure you call it a condo tel. There are kasi like for example sa mga probinsya. This was just this week. Someone approached me na ang kanilang gagawin is they have this big property facing an ocean. Okay? So your view is an ocean. They have huge land and then now they're going to develop it. But they're looking for people to buy it now, like a pre-selling as well. And, di ba, meron tayo sa mga condos, sa mga pre-selling din. So, me as a buyer, forget na may view yung isa is city view, or forget that. Ang ano natin is, ano yung difference yung sa dalawang ganon? Or the risk of those for both?
okay. So parang, Ma'am Aan, for what I understood, kukuhanin ka as investor, may pool ng money para matayo yung isang property. Is that so?
Pwedeng ganon or isa ka dun sa buyer ng bahay. Kasi parang bibili ka ng isang bahay dun sa ide-develop nila. But they're selling it while they have not built it yet. So it's parang pre-selling din ng mga condos. Ito gagawin pa lang din nila. So basically they're selling it so that they can get the funds to build as well the house that you are trying to buy. But then, ang ano din nila is, yung parang meron ka ding yung monthly amortization for however it is that, yun nga yung isa kong ano na, parang it's kind of too cheap for me, for them to offer me something like this kung ang iniisip mo isa ako doon sa magfa-fund sa pinapagawa mo. But then yung kanilang selling point kasi dito is, kakayanin mong bilhin kasi mura lang siya na yung monthly mo na babayaran. So, ano yung difference nun sa mga, di ba, pag nagdidepo yung sa condos, ang monthly na binabayaran mo sa simula is basically just the deposit. So that's why it's cheap na yung nagsisimula ka kasi it's only the deposit. The remaining part is still later. So, anong difference sa mga ganun, if you know?
Okay. I think, Ma'am Aan, the best way, kasi of course, katulad ng sinabi natin kanina, always do your due diligence, ma'am. Kasi, syempre, hindi natin alam, make sure nakakilala nyo po yung developer, kakilala nyo po yung nag-o-offer sa inyo na, is this real? Kasi, syempre po, mahirap na pag nagbitaw na po tayo ng pera, then all of a sudden, ay, wala pala miski anong titulo, wala pala miski anong property, lahat pala nung pinakita sa akin, hindi totoo. So, kami po, sa condo investing po namin, wala po kaming dispute na na-experience na may umaagaw ng condo unit namin because yung process po na pagbili ng isang condo unit sa isang trusted developer ay seamless, established, at legitimate. So, if you're going to invest your hard-earned money sa isang developer na may magandang track record and very credible, you'll know for sure kahit nagma-monthly payment ka pa lang dyan, alam mong legit yung investment mo, may mapupuntahan po yung pera nyo. So pag natapos mo po yung down payment, then yung lump sum balance naman or remaining balance naman po yung i-settle po natin. And then, upon settlement of the whole balance, pwede na po agad maparentahan yung unit nyo. Because you have bought a property from a trusted developer. Pero kung, yun po, titingnan nyo muna kung sino yung pagbibigay nyo ng hard-earned money nyo. Kasi baka, in the end, gusto mong kumita, gusto mong tumubo yung pera mo, gusto mong magkaroon ng asset, in the end, wala po pala lahat talaga.
Yes. That's a very good point, no? Kasi ang nangyayari kasi sa mga ganito is, like me, I'm here in New York, no? And I heard about it from people that are here in New York. And yung nag-o-offer is from back in the Philippines. So, syempre, you have to actually know, sabi mo nga, know the person na magde-develop kasi pwede kanya kasing sabihin na, oh, lupa ko ito, paggagawan ko ito ng mga row of townhouses or whatever that you call it, and then you're buying it pre-selling, tapos akala mo ginagawa na, tapos wala pala, no? Wala palang nade-develop, and yet you're paying for it. So it is a risk. In anything naman that we do, in investment, it's always a risk. But the very good point ni Ms. Beth doon, no, everyone, is that kung halimbawa ang kausap natin is may track record na mga developers like RLC, no, alam natin that they actually have the unang-una, the property, they're building it, no, dahil yan ang kanila na ginagawa. This is what they do. It's not just someone out of a hole na sinasabi sa'yo na, oh, meron akong lupa, pagagawan ko ito. I'm selling it cheaper kasi gagawin ko pa lang, no? So, kung doon sa dalawa, mas maniniwala ka na doon sa talagang developer na kilala. So, it's something that dapat talaga ay gawin natin yung ating pagre-research sa kumpanya, no? So, napakagandang sagot po nun. Alright. So, another question that I have, Ms. Beth, is sa dami ng developers of condos in the Philippines, no? And, ano yung challenge ng, halimbawa, ako, gusto kong bumili ng condo sa Pilipinas, no? And then, alam ko na napakaraming condos na, even just in Manila, no? So, is it hard for me to, like, for example, ang iniisip ko is mag-invest ako ng condo dahil yun ang selling point nila dito eh. And then, paano kung, nabili ko nga, nabayaran ko, pre-selling, natapos ko na. And then I intended na, sige, benta ko na lang. Ang daming kakompetensya, no? Mismong developers ko, they still have other units or other buildings that they're building. Ano yung chances for me to get back if I'm able to sell it? Or, can I even sell it sa dami ng kakompetensya ko?
Yeah, okay. Okay, very good question, Ma'am Aan. I think the best way for you na maximize nyo po yung return on your investment is buy, rent, and sell. Okay? So, you can buy the property at pre-selling because you have the advantage to get it at a lower price while waiting for appreciation in value ng property mo. And then rent it out. Rent it out upon turnover because that will give you passive income na malaki po ang matutulong sa inyo sa monthly bank mortgage nyo. Like for example, sa case po namin, 60% yun nanggagaling po sa rental income namin para mabayaran po yung bank amortization namin. 40% lang po yung nilalabas namin. So imagine, after ma-finish po namin yung bank obligation namin na after 2 to 3 years, all that 100% will go to our pockets to secure our retirement. And then if you think that the price is right, then you may sell your property. Ngayon, syempre po yung question nyo about competition po, no? Maraming competition. Paano ko ma-secure na talagang mapaparentahan ko yung unit ko? Well, find a development na malaki po yung demand, na marami pong magre-rent. Let's say, for example po, based on my personal experience, yung condo ko po, hindi po siya na bakante ng 3 to 4 years. So, ibig sabihin, may tenant po ako ng for 4 consecutive years. Bakit po? Kasi marami pong office workers, maraming office buildings po doon, marami pong nagre-rent, malaki po yung demand. So in this way, nadidilute po yung competition because of the great demand. So yun po yung kagandahan sa condo na inaaral na po talaga ng developer ang location at ang demand. Siyempre po, para kumita na rin po yung mga investors. Kumbaga, sila po, meron po talaga silang vision to make it big. Kaya po, they are spending billions of pesos to finish the development. So, all you have to do, kasi tayo ma'am, di ba, patinitingin nga lang yung binibili natin eh. Because nakikiride on tayo sa vision nila. Because sila mismo, investor po sila. And patuloy po silang yumayaman because real estate yung investment nila.
Okay.
Which is building real estate properties.
Okay. totally na iba yung aking yung sa perception, no? Yung titingnan mo. Hold on. Palitan ko lang ang isang audio. Just give me a moment. I'm gonna unmute you in Zoom and I'm gonna mute you sa isa. How about there? Hmm. How about there? Nag-echo? Echo. Okay. All right. Ako yung nag-echo. All right. I'm gonna try again one more time. How about now? Is it still doing the echo?
Not anymore, Ma'am.
Not anymore. Okay, so for all of you, no, na nasa yung mga iba po na nasa kapihan natin na nasa Facebook Live, I will just upload it later, yung ating pong nandito sa ating TikTok, because I can't figure it out and I don't wanna I don't wanna waste our time with it. Okay, so let's continue, no, sa atin hong yung sa topic natin. Let's just go dito muna tayo sa ating kapihan in TikTok. Miss Kate, can you help me post na lang doon sa ating Facebook? Yeah, si Miss Kate nandyan. Nanonood sa iyo, Miss Bebet. Typically, ako ay hindi na pinapansin pero sinabi ko na ikaw ang guest ko, aba, nagising ng maaga at makikinig sa'yo. Ayun, okay. So, Miss Kate, paki-announce lang doon sa ating FB, no? Na we'll just upload it ng later yung buo with the sound ng nandito sa ating kapihan in TikTok natin. May question daw sa FB, sabi ni Miss Kate. Go ahead, Miss Kate. Anong nakalagay sa Facebook? Magsusulat yan. Sabi kasi sa'yo, Miss Kate, sumama ka na dito Nagpapakahirap ka pa dyan. Sabi ko sa'yo kasi sumama ka na dito. Okay, sige. Pakitype muna ha, kasi mahaba daw, so itatype na lang niya. O, pakitype muna. Basahin ko muna yung iba. Okay. So, the next na question, Miss Bebeth, meron ka ding listahan na ito. Tingnan mo sa iyong messenger. Nasa messenger mo yan. Okay. Yung next na question is, okay, in terms of design layout of developments, no, ng mga condos or sa inyong mga properties, how are you compared with others?
Okay. So, can you hear me now, Ma'am
Yes.
Ann? Okay. So, we have big units. Po. Mas malaki po yung space, hindi po siya cramped because sa ibang developer po, yung studio unit sa RLC is 1-bedroom unit po sa ibang developer. And then we have large windows, which means natural ventilation, natural lighting po siya and improved ventilation, which unit owners can really enjoy. And then, in each floor, low density po tayo, meaning low number of units per floor. So that translates to hindi po crowded ang elevator. Okay? And we offer smart home features like smart lock, smart light, and smart outlet for additional convenience. So that makes a big difference po to have a very nice living condition po for our future homeowners and residents.
Yes. Yeah, yan po yung isa ninyong titingnan, no? When it comes po kasi sa mga units na ito, sa mga buildings na ito, which I have personal na encounter ko ito, no? Kasi we went to some na buildings, I believe this is during conventions ng IMG. A lot of them are renting yung mga Airbnb. Okay, I don't know if I can actually say that but then yung nagiging problema, hindi traffic sa labas ang nagiging problema, yung traffic sa mismong building. No? Sa dami ng naghihintay ng elevator, going down and going back up. So, kung ikaw ay ito ang iyong everyday life, you have to take into account that you have to wait for the elevator going down and elevator going back to your unit when you go home at night. No, on top of kung meron kang yung traffic ng kung saan ka man pupunta, papasok sa trabaho mo, dagdag yun. And sa akin, it's kind of a downside sa akin na yung titirahan ko ay kailangan kong umuwi o umalis ng different time just to avoid yung elevator, diba? So it's a big no-no sa akin. But it is, no? It's a big consideration that we have to take into account dahil po, let's just say that you're able to buy a unit na binabasihan mo na, ang presyo niya is mas mura, no? Ito ho ang tingnan ninyo, ha? Kung ang presyo po ay mas mura, malamang po ang space mo medyo mas maliit. Kasi kailangan nilang i-take into account na yung minura nila sa'yo, dinagdagan ho nila ng isang unit para yung ma-discount ng iba, nadagdagan ho sila ng iba pang ibebenta, no? So kaya ho nabenta nila ng mas mura because at the end of the day, they have to be able to have a certain amount na mabenta nila per square footage ng our square meters, no? Na ang kanilang maibebenta sa mga residente, syempre. But hindi kasi ito nakikita ng karamihan when you're trying to buy because sa mga model homes, they just show you the layout of the actual unit. Tinitingnan mo yung layout ng unit, kung gaano kaganda ang interior niya, no? Na ito yung po pwedeng mangyari, and then, yung location niya is ganito. Yes, it would be good kasi yung location, malapit sa trabaho. O yung unit mo, pwede mong pagandahin and all of that. But you don't take into account everything else. The actual maintenance ng building, yung galaw sa loob ng building, no? Kung ikaw ay may sasakyan, gaano kadami ba ang parking na binibigay nila, ina-allot nila sa mismong buong building? Paano kung ikaw ay marami kang sasakyan? Dapat marami kang unit. Magkaroon ka ng pagkakataon na, in reality, sa atin, sa Pilipinas, kahit nilagyan tayo ng color coding, padamihan pa rin ng sasakyan. Isang sasakyan sa bawat araw na color coding, di ba? So, ibig sabihin, if you live in a condo and you have different, marami kang sasakyan, you have to buy, a space for each one na sasakyan mo. Hindi ka naman allowed siguro, di ba? Allowed ba ang gano'n na marami kang mabibili, Miss Bebet?
Usually po sa condo po, dahil we promote condo living po, no, na malapit po siya sa mga offices, everything is just walking distance to the essentials po, like offices, schools, malls. So, yung ratio po for parking, hindi rin po na kunyari 1:1. Usually po 1:4, 1:5 po. Kaya po paunahan rin po sa pagbili ng parking slot when it comes to condo investing. Pero ang kagandahan naman po kapag nakabili ka ng parking slot, kung nasa ibang bansa ka, then pwede mo po siyang parentahan. Kapag nandito ka na, you come back, then pwede mo na siyang gamitin for your convenience.
Okay.
So that's just the way it is, ma'am, pagdating sa condo.
Yes. That's quite yung point talaga, no, na kaya nila situate yung location ng mga dinidevelop ninyo para easier na for everyone. It's just that sa sobrang init kasi sa Pilipinas, sometimes kahit napakalapit lang, nagsasakyan pa. Diba? Sa sobrang init. Lalo na mga Pilipino, ayaw umitim. Pag na-expose sa araw, hindi po pwede. Yung mga...
Abda lang, ma'am, grab.
Grab. Oh, yeah, that's true, no? Mag-taxi na lang, imbis na maglakad. But, it is a consideration to everyone. Depende sa priority mo, basically. Paano kung ikaw yung tipong taong kung saan-saan ka nagpupunta, so importante talaga ang iyong sasakyan, no? So, you prioritize na meron kang sasakyan for every day in the week na ikaw ay kakailanganin mo ang sasakyan mo. So it's something that we have merong puzzle, sorry. Okay. Uncle Mark, ikaw nga muna mag-take. Ayun, may puzzle kasi. Ninenervous ako pag may puzzle sa, what's this? TikTok. Alright, take over, Uncle Mark. Ang iyong mic na naman. Nawawala wala, hindi kita marinig. Ayun, nawawala-wala lang. Siguro the connection down there.
Hingin ng kapalit.
There, nahihingi na kapalit.
Hingin ng kapalit to, yung aking
There. Okay, I know you have questions for Miss Bebeth.
question. So far yung for a starter, actually nasagot na niya eh. What if nasa abroad nga yung tao? Tapos gusto mag-invest. Condo.
Napuputol? Hindi ka namin masyado marinig?
Hello?
There. Okay.
Miss Bebeth? Hina audio mo. Ayan na po. Okay na po.
Naririnig ka namin in a bit. Lakasan mo na lang ang boses.
Yung parang in a way, nakita kami ng pusa ko. Pusa. Anyway. Yung in a way, nasagot yata ni Miss Bebe, yung paano kung nasa abroad, gusto mag-invest in real estate.
Siguro ang tinatanong niya ni Uncle Mark is that ano yung maging option no for someone na mga OFWs or some mga migrants, ano ba yung ating parang selling point na dapat kang mag-invest sa mga real estate. Ano ang magandang advice mo doon for mga OFWs, migrants that are living elsewhere na, and bakit mo gugustuhin na mag-invest ka sa Pilipinas at ano ba yung iyong mga pwedeng advice doon sa part na yon? Hold on, let me unmute you. Nag-mute yata. Okay. Unmute mo lang on your end. There you go. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Usually, Ma'am Aan, yung market po namin is really our fellow Filipinos working abroad, migrant Filipinos po. Yan po talaga yung I think magwo-work best for them kasi po even if they are abroad, pwede po nilang gamitin yung property for personal use pag uuwi po sila dito, or kapag babalik naman po sila sa abroad, pwede naman po parentahan agad yung unit. Yun po yung kagandahan sa condo investing po, na hindi po kayo mag-worry na paano yan, wala magre-rent ng unit ko, wala magmamanage, because may property management po tayo, may leasing department po, si RLC, na responsible in finding the tenant for you. So while you are abroad, kumikita po yung property nyo dito sa Pilipinas. Okay? And syempre po, pag uuwi kayo, instead of staying in a hotel na which seems more expensive kasi kapag wala po kayong sariling place nyo na makikitira po kayo, it turns out na mas malaki po yung nagagastos nyo kasi kailangan nyo pong ilibre yung relative nyo, yung relative ng relative nyo. So kapag meron po kayong sariling condo unit, you find your peace, it's less expensive kasi meron ka sariling condo unit na pwede mo talagang i-enjoy. So yun po yung kagandahan na meron pong property management. Lahat po ng stress in managing a property, pwede nyo po yung ilipat sa broker. Because syempre si broker, depende po sa services niya na i-cover kung rental, maintaining of the whole property, because nagbabayad ka po sa kanya. So all the stress that in handling or renting out a property, pwede nyo po yun ipasa sa broker nyo.
Okay. But in terms of numbers, just a quick thing now. I work more in my head in numbers kasi. In terms of numbers, so for example, let's just say na I also have my investments na nasa ibang bansa, no, wherever that I live. And I am thinking of growing my money. So one of the things that I'm thinking is, sige, mag-i-invest ako sa Pilipinas, mag-i-invest ako sa real estate sa Pilipinas, and moving forward, ano yung pwede kong isipin na kung ipaparenta ko, binili ko siya ng pre-selling, and then now I would give it to the developer na sila ang mag-maintain, and sila yung ipaparenta nila. Ano yung makikita ko na somewhat in the range of nasa mga 10% na pwedeng kitain ko sa ganon na way? Or I can actually make money na pwede kong tingnan na, oh, it will be a conservative investment for me? Or is it better na marami ang aking units na kukunin na ganito para mas lalaki ang pwede kong kitain? In your experience lang, Ms. Beth.
Okay. So, when it comes to renting out your property, syempre po, may tinatawag po tayong rental yield. The income that you get out of renting out a property versus the property value when you acquire the property po. So usually, ang good rental rate po is 4 to 6% po. Ibig sabihin po, let's say, yung buong price po ng condominium unit nyo is 3 million pesos. And then, napaparentahan nyo po siya ng 25,000 pesos. So that makes it 25 times 12, that's 300,000 over 3 million po. So ang rental yield nyo po is how much?
3 to 4%? 4%? Nawala ka. Nag-pause yung live mo.
Stick.
There
Yeah.
you go. Okay.
So it means nung yung ganong price po versus the price that you acquired the property and yung income po, maganda po yung rental yield nyo because that's more than 4 to 6% po. Okay. And then, paano naman po kung hindi naman ganon kalaki yung kamura or reasonable price yung nakuha kong property? Let's say, 10 million pesos po, 10 million pesos, tapos yung rental po is 35,000 a month. So, syempre po, mas mababa po yun, 35,000.
Okay. Nele. Wait lang at nagko-compute si Miss Bebeth. Okay. Balik ka lang sa live. Pag nagpo-pause siya doon dahil sa app mo siguro sa phone, nawawala ang iyong there you go.
Okay. So, ang rental yield niyo po with 10 million worth of property with a rental rate of 35,000 is 4% rental yield. So, maganda pa rin po yung investment na yun for you. So, it's up to you na if you want to build more assets in real estate that will contribute to your future wealth, you can consider buying another property. Yun po yung maganda naman po sa buying or investing in a condo unit. It's a very simple business model po because all you have to do is just acquire a property, get a condo unit, then rent it out. Then kapag natapos niyo na po yung isang condo unit, you get your second property, then rent it out again if you want to increase your passive income.
But ano ang downside? I mean, meaning, are there instances na hindi napaparent yung mga units? Like, for example, I'm gonna give an example dito sa New York, no? There's a lot of developers kasi na nagpupunta dito, and then ang selling nila is the same, no? Na ipaparenta mo ito, yung sa mga units. So if you're able to buy like multiple units at one time, I don't know if that's even possible because I've seen no na approve sila 3 units at one time, not yung isa muna and then isa, and then ang nangyari is siguro they lost their jobs and that's about it. Nothing happened about it. So paano kung marami kang mga units? Mapaparenta mo ba talaga lahat yan? Or
Okay.
marami kaming friends na dito, lahat ba yan mapaparenta?
Okay. Para po masigurado na mapaparentahan niyo po yung unit, make sure na you find a property na marami po talagang magre-rent. Ngayon po kasi yung challenge po in buying 3 properties at the same time, yun po yung risk, Ma'am Aan, na paano yun? Baka may time na hindi mo masabi yung panahon na baka mawalan ka ng trabaho, yung risk of losing your job. So, paano mo ma-maintain yung 3 properties all at the same time? So, make sure lang na talaga po pag mag-i-invest kayo na multiple properties, may buffer po kayo. May buffer kayo and at the same time, hindi maaapektuhan yung cash flow nyo. So, yung rule of thumb, at least 30% po of your monthly gross income can be dedicated to investing po. So, hindi po doon lalagpas para at least hindi po kayo maapektuhan when things go wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, yun yung naging problema talaga actually, to be honest, no. Marami kasi mga ahente, no, that they don't really make you see this part. No, marami hong ahente na basta lang makabenta sila, they'll find a way na ma-approve ka, and that's just about it, no? And yung mga nandito po, no, nandito po sa ibang bansa, they're also just thinking na they don't wanna work, no, for ng matagal. So magi-invest sila, and the first thinking is real estate. Real estate is still the go-to for people if you want to invest, no? And ang ano nila is like for that group na napuntahan ko, no, talking about financial management, ito yung mga sinabi sa akin dahil during the pandemic, unfortunately, maraming mga nawalan ng trabaho. No? During the pandemic, meron man sila na trabaho pa rin, pero limited ang bayad sa kanila. Because there are a lot of migrants na nandito or mga OFWs na nandito that they are working for wealthy families. Thank you. They're working for wealthy families that the wealthy families still maintain. They give them allowances dahil they understand na syempre during the pandemic, you still have to eat. Diba? But the point is, hindi siya tulad mga nang sinabi mo, yung percentage ng iyong investment ay nag-over ngayon sa iyong pumapasok na pera, masyado mong ininvest ang pera mo, di ba? And then, nawala ang kanilang ininvest. So, this is siguro on the part as well ng mga ahente din, no? Na hindi kasi nila ito ine-emphasize. That's why it's good na nandito ka, Ms. Bebeth, because maganda yung pwede kami magtanong sa'yo on the things like this dahil syempre iba-iba ang mga grupo din or iba-iba din ang mga developers. Even with RLC din naman, no? Kahit nga sa IMG, iba-iba yung way ng pag-approach mo ng marketing. Diba? So, hindi mo masasabi na lahat are gonna be truly honest with you. Hindi mo masasabi na, itong mga to, sasabihin talaga ang challenge sa akin. And yan yung purpose ng ating talk talaga ngayon. The challenge itself. No? So, thank you for that. Thank you for sharing yung parang yung numbers of the things na hindi lang yung para ma-approve ka, but yung dapat mong gawin sa sarili mo. No? Alright, so balikan ko lang yung sinabi ni Miss Kate. May sinulat na siya na napakahaba. Miss Kate, i-copy-paste mo ulit. Nasa na yun? Okay. With the oversupply of condos in Metro Manila last year, how would you consider investing good now? Oh, okay. Medyo malapit, no? With the oversupply daw of condos in Metro Manila last year, how would you consider investing good now?
Okay. Usually po, ako po, ino-offer ko sa mga clients ko kasi syempre kung ang concern is about oversupply. Tapos ang hinahanap po ng clients are pre-selling properties. So usually ang pre-selling properties po, yung construction period takes 5 years to 6 years po. So yung oversupply po na sinasabi po nila is 34 months. So by that time, tapos na po yung oversupply na concern because 5 to 6 years down the road pa naman po yung property. So wala na po yung challenge dun sa oversupply.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. But when you're there, by then, kung halimbawa, etong building na ito ginagawa ngayon, you bought it ng pre-selling. But then by then, ang naging problema mo naman is, paano mo irerenta? Maraming available na iba. So location, di ba? Location ang iyong selling point. So depende nga, no? So location. So that's why there's a lot of people as well na considering na they would rather live closer dahil nga sa what do you call this, yung traffic and everything, di ba? So kung closer ka dun sa trabaho, closer ka dun sa kung nasa yung mga malls and all that stuff, again, sa init, sa Pilipinas, dapat yung malapit, no? Kahit nga yung katabi mo na yung hotel mo, medyo pawis na pawis ka bago ka makarating doon sa pupuntahan mo. Sira
Kasi talaga, Ma'am Aan, malamig kayo
Medyo hirap na ka na. Ako, kahit wala akong buhok, walang humihinto sa aking pawis galing sa ulo ko. So, kailangan may tuwalya ka na dala.
At saka po, just to add po, ma'am, there are certain areas na affected po nung oversupply na concern po. Because yung mga POGOs po, di ba, alam naman po natin, naririnig natin sa news na wala na po sila here in the Philippines. So, yung market po ng POGOs, syempre po, affected yung mga unit owners because nag-alisa na nga po sila.
What is a POGO?
POGO. Philippine, sorry nakalimutan ko na kasi hindi na namin market ang POGO ngayon, ma'am.
Ano yan? Sa mga tao?
Offshore gaming.
Okay. Para sa lahat, Miss Kate, ano ang POGO? Pakisulat mo nga dyan. Dyan magaling si Kate balik ka lang sa live. Balik ka lang sa live yung phone mo para marinig ka namin. Ayan.
Philippine offshore gaming operations po.
Oh, so what do you mean na nawala na sila yung market? Ano yun?
POGOs, ma'am, yung usually yung mga Chinese na office workers na pumupunta po dito sa Pilipinas po to work.
Oh, okay. So nawala na sila sa Philippines?
Sa mga casinos. Yeah, wala na po sila dito.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's something new that I don't know about that. Okay, so next question. What is the best way to make money off it? Reselling? Okay. Sige, nasagot ko na. Yung isa kasing tanong is when buying a condo for profit, investing for profit, what would be the best way to make money in it, which we talked about it earlier. Pre-selling, turnover, okay. Nasagot na natin, no? So, yung siguro ang dagdag ko na lang, Miss Bebeth, is that para po sa lahat, no, para malaman niyo po, ako kasi is I also got a unit with Miss Bebeth, no, with RLC. She used to be with a different company, and hindi lang ho ako doon na convinced sa previous company niya, but dito po ngayon with Miss Bebeth, I was I was actually really looking. I was doing my own due diligence nung nakita ko po yung available at the time when I got with Miss Bebeth, and para po sa lahat, no, isa ho 'yon sa aking design. Isa ho 'yon sa yung naging rason kung bakit ko kinuha, because of the design nung building, no? So hindi ko nakikita sa iba. So siguro maganda na mag-update sa atin si Miss Bebeth of what is available now with RLC. Miss Bebeth, I'm giving you the floor.
Okay. Ma'am Aan, mag-share po ako ng screen sa
Yeah,
via Zoom.
Hold on. Let me just let you share screen. Okay, there you go. And para sa lahat, no, tingnan nyo po mamaya, i-upload ko ho katabi ng ating nakalagay ngayon. Nakikita nila tayo sa Zoom, but then they don't get to hear us. I'm gonna try again to mute myself and put audio sa kabila. Alright. Walang, may echo pa ba?
Well, sige, try again, ma'am.
I-mute ko yung isang...
Ayun, nag-echo po.
Now?
Yes. Ako pa nag-echo and then nag-echo ka din, ma'am.
Okay. Bawasan mo yung volume ng mobile mo. Yung phone mo. Bawasan mo lang yung volume. Are you able to... Hold on. Can you hear me there?
We can hear you, but there's still echo, ma'am.
There's echo. Anong gagawin ko? UM? Departamento mo ito eh.
Pasensya na po, wala ako ma-contribute.
Oh, no. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Binibigyan ako ng okay. How about now? Is it still may ano pa rin?
Well, parang wala na, mama.
Okay. Mawawala naman sa isa. Di bale. I'm gonna go back to earlier. Hold on. I'm gonna mute that one. Ayan. I'm gonna mute yung isa. Sige. Mag-share screen ka lang sa Zoom natin.
Okay, ma'am.
Alright. And, okay. Everyone, ang gagawin ko na lang po mamaya, I'm gonna download yung nasa ating TikTok po natin, and then I will put it together, no? And then I will upload it. Okay, allow. All right, there you go. Okay. I'm gonna show yung aking screen para po nakikita nyo, no, yung screen ni Miss Bebeth. I'm gonna turn this around. Hold on, let me just turn around my screen para nakikita nyo. Okay, so there. Nakikita ba, UM? Okay. All right. Okay, go ahead, Miss Bebeth.
Okay, so I'm thrilled to present to you one of our fast-selling projects. Unmute. Okay. Which is Sierra Valley Gardens, or SVG. Do you know why it's fast-selling? Ma'am, can you hear me po?
Yes, we can hear you.
UM?
I'm using
okay.
I'm using the other one. Okay.
Okay. So this is a fast-selling project of RLC because the down payment starts at 11,000 pesos per month. So this is a mid-rise development, also on pre-selling stage, and this will have a projected turnover date by 2030. Yan. And Sierra Valley Gardens, or SVG, is located along Ortigas Avenue Extension in the boundaries of Cainta and Taytay Rizal. So this is strategically near Bridgetown, which is another successful development of RLC. This is also close to key locations such as Makati, Ortigas, Libis, and BGC. Yan. And paglabas nyo po sa development, this is already accessible to various mode of transportation. And this include the upcoming MRT4. Yan. Something to look forward to in the development. And this is a huge development. Malaki po talaga ito because this is an 18-hectare mixed-use development. Mixed use means it's a combination of residential, commercial, and recreational area, making this a sustainable community. So dito po, magkakaroon ng commercial, ito po yung residential, and yung future office buildings po. And sino po dito yung mga mahilig sa coffee? We have Sierra Valley, Starbucks po, ayan. And then you have different dining options like Conti's, Pancake House, yung mga pizza lover po dyan, meron po tayong Yellow Cab. And then if you prefer na less yung affordable coffee, meron din po tayong Dunkin' Donut. Pero ang kagandahan po dito, you will have more dining options and shopping options kapag nagawa na po yung Sierra Valley Mall, which is 6-hectare development po. So malaki din po siya. And just recently po, nag-open po yung Uniqlo, I think last March 7 po, Uniqlo roadside store po. Ayan. Siyempre po, dapat pag malapit sa central business districts, malapit din po sa mga commercial areas like Robinson's Galleria, Robinson's Place Antipolo, Robinson's Metro East, and SM Mega Mall. And hindi na rin po kayo mahihirapan mag-scout ng schools para sa mga kids or future kids nyo dahil malapit po tayo sa colleges and universities. Siyempre, ito rin po yung gusto ng mga tenants na malapit sa schools. We have Siena College of Taytay, San Beda University Rizal, De La Salle Antipolo, Ateneo de Manila University, and UP Dalaman. And nung pandemic, di ba po, nakita natin na yung kahalagahan na malapit tayo sa hospitals. So these are the hospitals that's near to Sierra Valley Gardens, Ortigas Hospital, Metro Rizal Doctors Hospital, Onciano Medical Center, and the Medical City. Yung mga mahihilig po mag-golf, we have Valley Golf and Country Club, and accessible po siya sa mga transportation hubs like Robinson's Cainta and LRT2, Santolan Station. So, RLC promotes eco-friendly atmosphere through its hydroponic farm. Yan po. So, magkakaroon po niyan sa SBG. And then, we are true to our commitment na dapat maganda, maayos, at maganda, masaya yung lifestyle ng mga titira dito. Kaya marami pong amenities na talagang ma-enjoy po ng mga future homeowners. So this is the main drop-off in Sierra Valley Gardens, Artist Perspective. Then we have the main lobby where you can entertain your guests. Then you can read your favorite books dito po sa Residence Lounge natin kung gusto nyo po ng ibang atmosphere. Then we have the Kids Club. We have the game room na patok po to sa mga Gen Zs and then millennials po. Yan. Nakatulad natin. Hindi halata. Okay. Then we have the fitness center po. Siyempre, dapat po healthy para happy yung life natin. So, hindi nyo na po kailangan magbayad ng annual membership nyo because this is free if you are a unit owner po. And then you can bond with your loved ones po. Pwede kayong dalawa ng partners nyo po mag-treadmill for free. Then we have the wellness center, Pampa Beauty po. Then we have the private theater which is very exclusive and unique po. Kasi you can, watch your favorite movie while indulging in your favorite snacks like popcorn and pizza. Di ba? Ang sarap po ng ganong experience. Then we have the pool lounge na hindi nyo na po kailangan lumabas para mag-swimming because babalan po kayo ng condo unit nyo. Then you can enjoy taking a dip in the pool. And hindi po siya kompleto kung wala po barbecue grill station. So yung mga mahilig po mag-samyup, no? This is the best place for you. And then this is the landscape areas. So you can choose from, ito po yung we have the right mix of a studio, 1 bedroom, and 2 bedroom unit. So hindi po limited yung choices natin. Kasi minsan po, di ba, yung gusto mo na mas malaking space, so you want a 2 bedroom unit, pero 1 bedroom lang pala yung size niya sa ibang developer. Pero tayo dito, 2 bedroom is 67.50 square meters. Malaki po talaga siya. spacious po yung mga units natin. So, kasi limited lang po yung time natin. Studio unit lang po muna yung i-explain ko. Okay lang po, Ma'am Aan?
Yes.
Okay. So, upon entering po, you can see the kitchen on this side. Okay, this is already equipped with kitchen countertop, overhead and under counter kitchen cabinets. And then this is the place where you can put your refrigerator, and then adjacent to the kitchen is the dining area. And close to the kitchen is the toilet and bath. So malaki po yung space natin for shower. Then you have the toilet here, sink, and then provision for washing machine. And then this is the built-in wardrobe cabinet. And then this is the living and the bedroom space. You can put your TV here for entertainment. And then nakita po ni RLC yung kailangan po talaga na meron work from home provision or study area nung pandemic. Kaya po nag-provide po talaga si RLC niyan. So this is the work from home provision. We have big windows yan for better ventilation, natural ventilation, ganyan. And then this is the provision for the aircon po. For the unit upgrades, it comes with smart home features, work from home provision, water heater provision, pantry drawer, range hood, glass shower enclosure. Hindi lang po ito na curtain. Kasama po talaga yung glass shower enclosure. And then handheld bidet, pull-out clothesline. So pwede na po magsampay sa unit natin. Hindi po siya bawal because may allotted po na clothesline sa sariling unit nyo po. So, hindi na po kayo magtatago. Yung iba po kasi nagtatago para hindi ma-penalize. Then, pull-out waste bins, kitchen cabinet with overhead frosted glass cabinet door. So, yung advantage po nito na may mga unit upgrades po tayo, you don't have to spend extra money just to buy all this because it already comes with the unit. So, that means it will save you a lot of money po. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. All right.
Yan. This will give you an idea on how you can decorate your own space. Yan. Open layout po ang studio unit para at least mas maganda po yung lighting, yung flow po ng energy dun sa area. Yan. And if you opt to have a bigger space, eto po, you can consider one bedroom unit with balcony. So yun lang po, Ma'am Aan, baka na-bore na po yung mga viewers natin.
Hindi. No, it's good to have these options for them. And para po sa lahat, no, na ilagay mo nga, Miss Bebeth, ang iyong information.
Okay.
Yeah, so eto po ang information ni Miss Bebeth. Yun, magtatanong si Uncle Mark. Go ahead, Uncle Mark. Yung mic mo na naman, hindi ka namin marinig.
Mahirap po talaga, Uncle Mark, no, pag hindi po techie, hirap na hirap din po.
Yeah.
Pero at least andyan yung guidance ni Ma'am Aan.
Hindi, yung mic lang. Siguro yung cord ng mic mo. Wala yung... Wala talaga eh.
Eh, di bang kumanta na lang?
Ayan. Ayan, narinig ka.
O,
Sinabi mo
gusto
kasi kakanta ka eh.
Gusto lang niya kumanta eh. Anyway. Anyway, marami talaga sa abroad na gustong mag-inquire on how. No? On how to... Ang New York lang mic mo, Uncle. Ay, ganun ba? Yun nga, Miss Bebeth, mostly from abroad, maraming curious on how to acquire for real estate sa condo or sa atin. Kaya hindi sila bored. Yung gano'n.
Oo.
Okay.
Ayan.
Thank you po.
Yes, kasi yung ating mga market na nasa overseas, no, that's the best kasi for them to easily think na mag-i-invest ako rather than buying a property na yung bahay at lupa, no, kasi unang-una iisipin mo yung lupa Tapos yung maintenance o yung taxes na yung sa ganon, di ba? And then on top of that, hire ka pa ng arkitekto mo and then contractor mo to build your house. So all of that, parang masakit sa ulo. But when you talk about yung sa condos or townhouses and stuff like this, sa mga developers na kilala and mapagkakatiwalaan natin, such as RLC, no? Ang ano po, hindi mo na iisipin yung parte na yun, iisipin mo na lang yung ibabayad mo kada buwan, di ba? Yun na lang iisipin mo kasi pagdating po, alam niyo po, si Miss Bebeth, lahat ng mga kailangan mo na dokumento, may nagre-remind pa. So, wala ka hong iisipin. That's why I encourage everyone, if you wanna know more and stuff po, i-message ninyo si Miss Bebeth, no? Kaya i-follow ninyo siya, uulitin ko, i-follow nyo po siya. And I'm hoping na hindi ho ito ang huli na i-ask natin si Miss Bebeth na mag-join sa atin, no? Kasi syempre gusto natin ng mga updates of whatever that's going on in Manila, no? And not just Manila. I'm pretty sure Miss Bebeth, RLC is elsewhere as well.
Yes, we have an office in Dubai po.
Oh,
Yan.
awesome.
And we also do road shows po and marketing events abroad, usually in the US po, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
US, Canada, Dubai, yan, and Singapore.
Nararating dito sa amin, ni Kate. hindi ka nakakarating dito, ha? Di ba, Miss Kate? Mukhang wala ay hata akong narinig na nagpunta si Miss Bebeth dito sa atin. But yung locations ba na in terms of yung mga buildings or ni RLC, Manila lang ba siya?
Manila, yes, that's a good question, Ma'am Aan. Yung mga condos po natin usually located in Metro Manila, pero we also have Robinson's Homes, yun po yung mga house and lot development natin. We have in Baliwag, Bulacan, yung Springdale, Baliwag po. We also have in Capiz, Tarlac po. And then meron din po tayo sa, what's this? Nakalimutan ko na po yung lugar. So yun po, we have different properties, house and lot developments po sa provinces po.
Okay. But for all of these properties, pwede ikaw ang kanilang go-to person and contact, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes po.
Right. So everyone, make sure ho na i-follow ninyo si Miss Bebeth. And Miss Bebeth, I'm just telling everyone na pag nag-message po kayo kay Miss Bebeth, ilagay niyo po yung inyong Kapihan Live RLC. Alright? Para alam po ni Miss Bebeth na narinig niyo po siya dito sa ating Kapihan Live. No? And I'm hoping na sa next mo na visit dito sa amin, na guest mo dito sa amin, maayos na natin kung ano ang gagawin ko dito sa ating sa ating pong live natin. And sana, by then, marami na pong followers si Miss Bebeth that you can actually see yung kagandahan ni Miss Bebeth, no? Ayun po, kung gusto yung makita, yung picture lang na maliit na yan, no? Yan lang ho ang inyo munang titingnan. But nilagay ho ni Miss Bebeth ang kanyang phone number as well. Nakalagay po sa chat. Also your email, Miss Bebeth, if you can put it there. And then i-follow niyo po siya, no? So, again, sa lahat po ng mga may gustong magtanong, ilagay niyo po sa chat dyan, sa comment box sa baba. Para may nakita ka bang ibang tanong? Uncle Mark? Wala naman. Challenge. Dapat yata kumanta ka lang, Uncle Mark, para mag-work yung mag-work yung mic mo . Ayan, yan. Pumapasok-pasok pag sinasabi mo kakanta ka.
May katanungan na nga for Miss Bebeth .
Okay, go ahead.
Single daw, boss .
Tama ba yan?
Sorry, yan ang mga tanong kagad, Miss Bebeth. Pasensya na.
Double.
Bawal po. Bawal magtanong ng ganyan. Mga pagpasensyahan po at ganyan po ang mga tanong.
It's okay.
Ayun. So, anyway, so everyone, no, maraming salamat po sa inyong mga sa inyo pong mga pagpanood, pag-share. But I will actually edit this. I will download and put it dun sa ating pong Zoom natin so that you guys can see po yung ating pong mga, ano yan? Go ahead. What? Hindi kita marinig.
Papatugtog mo talaga.
Nag?
Ayaw pa rin.
Ayan na. May tanong ba? Wala, nawawala ka talaga, Uncle Mark eh. It's really the mic. Yeah, it's really the mic. Siguro dapat ikaw yung nandoon sa Zoom na part. Pumapasok-pasok and then nawawala na naman. Nagpapapalit na. Ayaw na talaga ng yung mic mo na yan. Pwede bang yung wala ng mic? Pwede bang diretso sa...
Okay na yung ganyan.
Yan. Yan na lang.
Wala lang. Hindi na nga nakakonek eh. Oh.
Yan naman pala. Pwede naman pala.
Ay, Diyos ko. Sabi ko, Coach si Ethan, sabi niya interested nga ako siya.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Ethan is here in New York, Miss Beth. No? So, nakita ko nga, nag-message siya kanina, no? That they wanted
Pero
to...
mag-sound card.
Oh, wag na muna.
Si Ethan.
Yeah. Ethan po is nandito sa New York and nagtatanong-tanong nga siya kanina. So Ethan, i-message mo lang, i-follow mo si Miss Beth, no? And it would be good for everyone po na nakikinig, no? I-message po si Miss Beth para po doon sa lahat ng ating pong mga what do you call this? Sa ating pong mga updates or even of course the prices and all that stuff. Mas marami pa, mas mahaba pa ho ang presentation ni Miss Beth niyan. And siguro in one of these days we can actually have her just do the entire presentation if you can, Miss Beth.
Sure naman.
Yeah, a complete one.
Anytime.
Yeah. Invite ulit natin si Miss Beth. Hintayin natin na marami mo nang mag-follow sa kanya para ka nakikita po ang kanyang mukha.
Beth, umakyat ka sa live ko.
Ayun! Umakyat ka daw sa live ni UM.
Sige po.
Oo. Alam mo, every day. Anong oras ka nga nagla-live, UM?
Iba na, Coach. Nag-iba na ng schedule.
Okay.
3
3
p.m. Pinas time onwards.
Okay. So, 3 p.m. onwards. Every day yan. Sabihan mo lang ako kung kailan ka bored, Miss Beth, and ipapapasok ito kay UM, no? Nako! Basta, tandaan nyo lang po, walang personal na tanong, ha? Bawal yun.
Tanong. Ng edad.
Yeah, so,
Bawal.
yeah, 3 p.m. That would be 3 a.m. sa oras namin ni Ethan. Okay lang yan, Ethan.
3 a.m. bali sa inyo.
Okay lang yan. Okay lang yan. Gumising lang tayo na maaga, Ethan. para makinig tayo sa kanila. Let's improvise. Yun lang, gagawin natin ng yung slide ni Miss Beth. We will just put a camera na nakaharap doon sa screen. Yun lang yun. But nevertheless, we'll figure it out. No? So maraming salamat, Miss Beth. May dagdag ka pa ba na ating, you wanna share to us?
Okay. Thank you. As parting words po, this is the best time to invest in real estate po, especially if you want to build your asset po and eventually that would increase your financial security po, no? So if you want to start, I think pre-selling is the best because you have low monthly payments, so mas manage po yung cash flow nyo. So if you have any concerns or you want to start your investing in real estate, please let me know para kung may concerns po kayo, masasagot po natin to isa-isa. Then I'm willing to help because that's my job to help our fellow Filipinos on how they can make their hard-earned money work for them po. Thank you very much.
Awesome, awesome.
Thank
Thank you so
you, Ma'am
much.
Aan. Thank you, Uncle Mark.
Nako, maraming salamat. Yes, so lahat po ha, lahat po i-message niyo po si Miss Bebeth, and again, ilagay niyo po yung ating, ano nga sabi natin kanina?
Kapihan Live RLC.
Yun, Kapihan Live RLC po. Message niyo po si Miss Bebeth, text niyo, tawagan niyo. She's there for you, no? Alright, so maraming salamat, Miss Bebeth. And kung may mga dagdag po kayo na tanong, you can actually still message po sa ating Kapihan Live natin na page in Facebook, or you can also direct message. DM ba? Tawag doon? DM or or PM or DM, whatever it is, no? Ang tawag doon sa mga tanong po ninyo, and I will pass it on to Miss Bebeth. Alright, so let's see, may mga dagdag pa ba? Mahirap na pag tumatanda, hindi nakakakita pag malapit. Ganun talaga. Okay, so alright. So, may dagdag ka? Tanggalin mo ang iyong mic na naman. Ayun. Nakamute ka pala. That's why nakamute ka.
Ayun, nakamute.
Ayun.
So far yun lang ang ano. Yun lang naman ang. Ay, wait lang. Sino ba yung yun lang ang aking
Okay. May nagsasalita sa likod mo.
Ako nga ito. Magandang, okay. Naririnig
Yun,
ako.
a lot better. Okay.
Alam. Okay.
Alright.
Yun lang.
So, dapat yata kumakanta ka Tatanggawin.
Malapit na, coach. Malapit na.
Okay. Yeah, so everyone po, again, maraming salamat po sa inyong pag-join sa atin. We will upload this later on, and we will... Yes, go ahead.
Ano, plug natin coach for next week. Ano yung ating topic next week naman?
Oh, yeah. Sa
Yeah.
next week po, we will have... okay, ako naman ang nawawala. Just remember.
Kuya Boycie. Oo nga. Usually to, Kapihan Live starts at 10 p.m.
Yes.
Oo.
Yes.
10 p.m. Pinas time.
10 p.m. every Sunday po, no, ang Kapihan
Yeah.
Live. And let me just look for the schedule for next week. Ano ba ang topic natin? Okay.
Oh.
Cecilia? Maria Cecilia? Kate?
Schedule.
Now, saan nga ba yung aking... Ako naman ang natatalanta, biglang nawala ako sa tinitingnan ko. Ipopost na lang po natin, no? Because I don't see it.
Ayan. Building wealth.
Ayun.
Asset accumulation.
Ayun.
Sabi ni
Okay.
Joy.
Investments. Okay. So
Very good, Joy.
Yes, thank you, Joy. So, next week po, investments. Hindi. No, sorry. That's the
Building-
end of the month.
Kids education.
Education po ang next week. Next Sunday. We're gonna be talking about yung education, colleges, yung mga pag-iipon po, no, sa ating pong mga anak, no, or yung mga nagpa-plan
Ito yung
ng anak.
mutual funds.
That would be the end of the week, the end of the month. End of the month.
Tuition.
Oo.
Okay.
So, next week po is tuition, colleges, no? So, abangan nyo po. Mag-join nyo
Yes.
next Sunday, 10 p.m. in the Philippines. And of course, just convert it sa kung saan man po kayong bansa. Right? So, okay. So, maraming salamat po for joining again, Miss Bebeth. Thank you for giving us time, no, sa pag-join dito sa amin, at medyo bigla na lang kitang kinuha nang basta ganun na lang, no? Pabigla-biglaan lang. So, but yeah, thank you so much. All right. So,
Thank
sige.
you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Coach Aan.
Thank you.
Uncle Mark.
All right. We're gonna end. Paano nga bang gagawin ko? Ayun, sige. I'm gonna Remove. Okay, and ayun. Uncle Mark. Sige nga. Gusto mo kumanta? Oh, wala. Naka-mute ka ba? Ba't nawala? Ha? Ayan.
Kumano ng mic.
Okay. Yan, naririnig na
Try
kita.
ko. First, try ko after nito. Ganun eh. May diferensya yun.
Yeah, it's ano eh. Ayan. Ayan. Yeah, yung problema lang kanina, it's yung sa mic lang talaga. Yun lang yung yung ating concern. So siguro sa susunod, nagpapapalit na yung mic mo. Ha? Wala, nakamute ka eh. Ayan. There. I can hear you. Oh, nawala na naman. Ayaw talaga. Oh, sige. Di ba? Ayun.
Tawag na. Nakaka-high blood.
Medyo nga eh. Pero nakita ko kanina ha. Medyo nagkakagulo na kayo kanina.
Ay, oo naman.
Oo.
Riot.
Oo. So, sige. So, bukas, alas 3 na.
Alas. Hindi pa tong mga Friday pa siguro.
Friday pa.
Friday pa.
Lahat ng...
I-testing ko lang ngayon kung itatapon ko na to. Makapag-order ng bago.
Bagong gupit.
Sabi nga ni Ethan, pang New York lang yung mark ko.
Oo. Alright. Sige.
Hihingi ng sure na mic. Ay!
Oo nga no. Yeah. Mukhang talagang nagpapapalit eh. Oo.
Balik na, sabi ni Ethan.
Dapat. But yeah,
Babalik.
ang dagdag ko lang siguro sa kanina, no, yung atin kasing topic ngayon, lahat ng nakinig, no, yung topic ko kasi ngayon is a very good way for us to help others pagdating po sa investing na pag-iisip ninyo, option, no, investing option. We can always talk about yung atin pong pamamaraan natin because that's what we teach in IMG, no? We can always give you the workshop, we can always give you the guidance on how to get there. But then when you are there, at least you know yung options mo na. Dahil tulad nga ng sinabi kanina ni Miss Bebeth na iba kasi yung merong kang pipiliin na kilalang kumpanya or kilalang developer, no? Na alam mo na kahit pre-selling mong bibilin, talagang magagawa yung building. Because there are developers that, nagbenta sila ng pre-selling pero hindi tumayo yung building, no? So that's gonna be a problem. But if you are basing it on a company na alam mong may mga pondo, no? RLC is just one. But one of the reason why I ask RLC is because of Miss Bebeth. No? Iba ho ang pag-alaga ni Miss Bebeth sa lahat ng aking pangangailangan na mga dokumento, no? Lalo na kung yung ating pong trusted, sabi nga ni Ethan, no? Yung mga kailangan na dokumento, even yung sa aking tin, sasabihin ko na, yung sa tin ko, I have the number, but yung lahat ng mga yung kailangan pa yung sa card and all of that, she took care of it, no problem. That's why it's very good na kung kayo ho ay napapaisip ng mga ganyan, talk to Miss Bebeth. Yes, there are a lot of options out there. That's also good. I'm not saying, no. Kahit nga sa IMG, no, we have partners SMDC, DMCI, and Ayala. IMG, yun ho ang partners natin. Pero si Miss Bebeth, na nasa RLC, siya ho ang aking pinapasok because I trust her. That's why siya ho ang aking in-invite na kausapin ninyo. And I like yung mga layout design ng mismong RLC, no? But of course, depende yan sa iyong location na hahanapin, no? Depende yan sa anong lugar na iyong kailangan mo, ang iyong titirhan. So, hindi po sa basta kung magkano lamang ang ibabayad mo na kaya bang manggaling doon sa iyong sweldo, no? Hindi lang po 'yan ang pag-uusapan natin. Napakarami ho ng iyong dapat tingnan. So, it's good for you to have options talking to different developers basically at the end of the day, no? So, yeah, thank you, Ethan. Yeah, she's very good with that, no? So, kausapin niyo po siya, direct na kayong mag-contact sa kanya. And of course, pwede natin siyang i-invite ulit. Alam niyo po, napakaganda yung extensive na presentation niya, which I did before sa Zoom. Kasi sa Zoom, makikita mo talaga yung yung kanyang slides, no? She would even talk about yung saan papunta yung economy natin in the Philippines based on yung kanilang sa buong presentation nila, yung mga future na mga pati yung rails na dumadaan. Syempre kung anong tawag sa atin dito kasi subway, anong tawag sa atin? Yung MRT, MRT?
LRT.
LRT, LRT, MRT, yung mga ganon. So, di ba yung kung saan siya dumadaan, tumataas yung value, di ba? Kung nadadaanan, kung may station and all of that. So, maganda na LRT and MRTS. So, maganda po na nakikita natin yung mga developers that are actually doing this development sa areas na nadadaanan ng mga transportation. No? Kasi yan ho ang kailangan natin. And then even the ones na, ang airports, no? Na ngayon, dinedevelop na nila outside of Manila, para hindi masyadong congested, di ba, sa Manila. So alam niyo po, lahat ng ito, it affects your investment, no? So it's not just personal use mo o yung personal management ng pera mo. Hindi lang po 'yan kasi tinitingnan mo saan papunta. So ladies and gentlemen, it's good for you to really talk to different agents but trusted ones such as si Miss Bebeth po. So, maraming salamat ho, no? And Miss UM, anong dagdag natin?
Looking forward na lang next to our next topic.
Yes. So again, tuition tayo, mga bata naman.
Makapag ng mga tanong-tanong ng mga magulang diyan.
Mga magulang diyan, no? Tuition naman. To everyone, you may contact Coach Ann and Uncle Mark to set an appointment. Yes, you can contact us, no, sa ating pong appointment with Miss Bebeth. And at the same time, pati po yung sa financial management talaga. Alam niyo po, ang ating requirement dito is pumasok kayo kay UM, no, sa kanyang live. Dapat mag-introduce, no? And dapat ilagay po may dugtong sa pangalan mo after kang umakyat kay UM. Si UM na ang magsasabi niyan. Ano nga yung requirement, UM?
Ano lang, akyat sa live, introduce yourself, tapos anything about your TikTok. Anything about TikTok lang man ng Q&A. 3 minutes, yun lang. Tapos, idudugtong mo lang sa name mo yung UMC.
Yes.
For you to attend the talk, first talks, workshop, via Zoom, and yeah.
Yes. No, so
what if camera shy? 2 minutes lang eh.
Yes, 2 minutes.
Dalawa lang tayo,
Sapphire, umakyat ka na doon, ha? Padamihin yung ating
Pag
mga...
nagkita-kita, familiar na yung tsura natin.
Yeah. And in reality, no, everyone, iba po kasi yung nakikita mo yung taong kausap mo, especially in social media. We don't know kasi kung sino yung ating kausap, kung totoong tao ba yan. Or mga scammers lang yan and all of that. So, kaya isa sa mga ginagawa ni UM is for you to join us na gawin natin yung parang classroom na nag-uusap tayo about financial management, no? You can ask questions, we can give you yung ating mga tinuturo natin. Maganda na umakyat kayo doon sa live ni UM, no? Magpakilala kayo. Just a short thing, ipakilala ka lang, not necessarily your real name, no? Dahil syempre nasa social media tayo. It's your just TikTok name.
Hi, my name is Sapphire.
And location.
I'm from
Location.
Ganun lang. Tapos, how long have you joined? When did you start joining TikTok? Ganun lang.
Yes, yes.
Tapos, sa baba mo, nakalagay na, Sapphire UM's Angel.
Yes, yes.
Just to
Gawin
join
natin.
the talk and the workshops. Yun lang, dahil para ma-identify. Kasi nga, para magkakilalaan.
Yes. So, dapat, no? Dahil alam niyo po, hindi lang po sa real estate ang inyong maririnig. Sa binibigay ho natin na workshop, which is libre, no? Binibigay ho natin na workshop that includes po yung mga pagbabayad ng utang, no? Paano nga ba makaahon sa pagkakautang? Ano nga ba yung ating mga paggawa ng ating mga goals natin, pag-set ng goals natin? Paano nga ba ikaw yung paano mo malalaman yung kung saan napupunta ang pera mo? Well, we will give you the guidelines, no, yung iyong paglilista ng budgeting mo, bakit kailangan mag-budget. So hindi lang ikaw, dapat kasama pati si partner, no? Kasama pati si asawa. Isama mo po na pareho kayong nakikinig dahil may gagawin kayong goals eh. Nako. Wow. Sino 'yan?
Guys!
Yeah. So, yung debt management po is very important for a lot of us, no? And at the same time, knowing yung mga options mo sa ating pong pagprotekta, no? Yung ating hong protection sa healthcare, sa ating protection sa buhay natin, pagbabawas sa mga gastusin natin, all of that good stuff, no? So, nandyan po 'yan sa workshop. And then yung ang increase po ng ating yung ating ng ating wealth, no? Ano ba yung mga pag-intindi natin sa ating mga kailangan pong pagpapalago ng pera? Again, that's another workshop. And then retirement, no? That's another topic that we will do. Another workshop naman yan. So, ladies and gentlemen, ang pag-akyat po kay Uncle Mark is very worth it. So, gawin ho natin. Invite natin ang ating mga kapamilya po, no? Na pumasok lang po sa live ni Uncle Mark, and then introduce yourself so that you can join yung ating libre po natin na workshops. Right? Okay, so that's about it. I guess we're gonna call it a day. Maraming salamat sa lahat. Paggising,
Sa lahat. Especially to
paggising.
my angels.
Yes. Sabi ni Sapphire, paggising ka, coach, gigising ako. Medyo nga. Sige. Gigisingin kita ng madaling araw. Okay, so maraming salamat po sa lahat. Maraming salamat, Angels, UM's Angels, for always following, no, and supporting yung ating kapihan as well. So we'll see you again sa ating pong live ni UM. Doon naman ako papasok. Right. Thank you everyone. God bless po. Ingat, Uncle Mark.
Thank you.
Ingat.
Sunday.
Ayusin mo na yung mic mo. Okay. All right. Sige, bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Okay, so there you go. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna upload this, and you guys can watch it in Facebook natin, Kapihan Live page, and also in YouTube. Right? Bye. God bless.